Welcome back. That was video from Tim Tebow's Foundation's annual Night to Shine. It is a worldwide, I love this lady's song. She said, oh yeah. It is a worldwide prom experience celebrating teens and adults with disabilities. So this year there were proms in over 800 locations across 63 countries, creating over 100,000 unforgettable experiences, all of them part of Tim and Demi-Leigh Tebow's mission to celebrate and champion the world's most vulnerable people. Listen, nobody looks vulnerable walking down that red carpet.
No,
I mean, they are on Night to Shine. At first I thought, oh my gosh, I want to fight back tears. And then I was like, no, I don't. I want to just jump up and cheer them on. And that's...
We go back and forth with a lot of joy and a lot of tears, and then a lot of joy and a lot of tears, and then we're laughing so hard we're crying, and then it's just, it's such a special night.
200,000 volunteers.
Yes.
How do you wrangle all those people?
Well, just by a lot of people that care in God's grace, and so many people have rallied together to be able to support. And you know, the special needs population around the world is 16% of the world's population.
Right.
And it is the most underserved, overlooked, viewed as less than population around the world.
Yeah.
And we don't believe that anyone is less than to God, and they better not be less than to us. And
Demi-Leigh, in your book, you talk about the strength of this, right? I mean, there you are. You've got this beautiful book, Knowing Who You Are Because of Who God Is, and it's 100 days of unbreakable faith. Yeah. It takes faith to believe that, to your point, Tim, the worst circumstances you may face are not the final circumstances. For these kids, red carpet, crown, all of that. The quote from your book I was looking for, you talked about the true strength of it. When you see them walk down the red carpet, what is that like for you?
I mean, Tamron, it's just it's our favorite night of the year, 100%,
close.
not even close. It's our favorite night of the year. And
I mean, every detail, look at that move. So all of the details are there. There are signs.
Yeah,
people are cheering.
Red carpet.
Red carpet, paparazzi, glamour stations, hair and makeup, all of it. And our heart for people say, well, why do you do all of this? Is because how many times in all of these kings and queens' life has the nicest thing in their community been built and made just for them?
Yeah.
That they're not an afterthought, they're the first thought.
That's right.
You know, Demi-Leigh, the quote I was looking for in your book, I have it here. You say, truth, strength, and confidence come from knowing who you are in Christ and trusting in his plan for your life. In this moment, you had a little boy, Trenton, and you wrote about him. The first thing you noticed was he had a really cool haircut.
Oh, yeah.
And the words in the haircut said, God is able.
Yeah.
But what he said to Tim, and I'd never heard this, he said this to Tim, if you put the word go in front of disable, you realize God is able.
Yeah. And it's just such a special reminder for him, but for all of us, that we all, in our own ways, have setbacks and abilities and disabilities.
Yeah.
But when we remember that God is able, it produces a confidence that we all can go, we all can make a difference, we all can be a part of loving people and showing that kindness and compassion.
We have a clip from Trenton Hill. Let's play it.
If you take the word disabled and put go in front of it, you then get to realize that God is able. And that's how I realized that God can still use me even in my disability. I have cerebral palsy. It impacts the movement of my limbs and muscles and part of my brain and my processing. But God is working through me in such an amazing way, even in this condition that I'm in.
Demi-Leigh, part of the foundation's work is making wishes come true for individuals with life-threatening illnesses. For some of them, this will be the last act of kindness, and maybe the greatest act of kindness for some of them that they will ever see.
That's right. Yeah.
That is a big responsibility.
Yeah.
How do you process that?
I think it's such a special opportunity to get to love on people.
Yeah.
You know, we get to do that, and I think it's something that Tim has done so well for such a long time, and that Tim finds so much joy in.
They bless us way more than we've ever blessed them.
You talked about earlier the setback set you up for this thing, right? And I vividly remember, Tim, all of the articles. We talked about this before, and to your point, when you got cut and everyone's saying, everyone's got an opinion, and now here you sit on this sofa with 20,000 volunteers and 100,000 opportunities of joy that you probably would not have been able to give if that career had continued.
Yeah, I think that it's not that I don't get to compete, I just get to compete for something that is more important than a game now.
Okay, that is what do they call it, a spike? Okay, I said, Tim, is that called a spike? Okay, that is a touchdown, let me tell you. We'll be right back with Tim and Demi-Leigh and how one magical night and a tiara helped a young woman who once felt unseen finally feel like a princess. We'll be right back. This show makes me feel like the luckiest kid in the world. Join the fun and be part of our Tam Fam audience. Go to TamronHallShow.com. See you there.